Guys, we're back again on Wednesday afternoon here with Daniel Murnane. He is one of our team guys with Only Fine Helis. Appreciate you coming, sir. And you got in lunchtime-ish or something like that? Today's Wednesday? Yep. And what is this thing you have on your shirt here? That's very normal for you.
This is nitromethane.
And he is kind of known as a nitro guy. I don't know if you guys saw the freestyle competition from RC Helis only 2 weeks ago, maybe, yep. I guess it was. And he had a fly-barred machine that he got egged into the crowd hollering into touching the tail and putting that in. But if you see Daniel out flying, it's nitro thing. So talk to me about what's the draw for you of nitro versus electric, that kind of thing.
So I started all electric, and then just kind of on a whim decided, let's see what this nitro thing's about. So I picked up a Raptor 50 Titan.
And how long ago was that?
That was probably 4 or 5 years ago now.
Okay.
So I kind of, figured out how to make an engine run and all that with that, and started practicing with that. And I liked the flight time at that point because you get 6 minutes out of it instead of 3 on the electric.
Yep.
And then from there I went to 90 size nitros. Went through several of those. And I like the power delivery better on it. I like making noise, and they're good at that. So.
Kid likes making noise and making smoke. So I understand that.
Absolutely.
We were talking with Ron Riccio earlier today, and that same thing came up, that just it's different in the power delivery, and even though it's got less power, it just feels different, and the way it makes power is different from electric. So
so you're flying more momentum with a nitro. So with an electric, you can just bury the sticks and it'll do it. With a nitro, if you do that, it complains, and you have that feedback to tell you, hey dummy,
exactly,
back off a little.
Exactly.
So I like playing with that kind of, bury it, stop real hard.
So how often do you get that hey dummy thing?
It depends what I'm doing.
Less and less as you learn.
Less and less as I learn. I'm getting to where it's just kind of right on the edge of that the whole flight. And that's been my goal, is to try and keep it just like the throttle's pinned and it's just on the edge.
Gotcha.
And
so what's your fleet like right now?
Let's see. So I have the flybar nitro you mentioned. It's a T-Rex 700 nitro.
Okay.
I have the new Glogo 690. I have a Synergy N7. I have a Goblin 700 nitro. I have the Synergy 556. And then
you probably need to mention an electric.
I have a Protos 800 and a Logo 600 on the electric side, and a TDR2.
Cool.
That doesn't see the air very often.
Yeah, we've got one of those. Every once in a while it'll come out from its bunker.
Yep.
I understand.
That's the same.
Now, how would the new 556, I'm sitting there looking at it, and it comes up, and you mentioned it. Comparing that with, say, Glogo just was released. You've had that. We've watched you fly that. It's very lightweight.
Yep.
Got good power to weight ratio as far as the nitro goes and all that. How would you compare that flight wise to, say, the 556?
So the disc loading is a lot lower on the Glogo. It's a lot lighter for the blade area. Because it's so light, it feels more powerful. It doesn't take as much to stop it or get it going. So that one flies a lot different than most of the other 700s. The 556, mine's still in the 550 form.
Mm-hmm.
So that feels more electric. It doesn't really have, I'm running 14.5 degrees of pitch in that, and it doesn't bog. So it just goes. But
so it doesn't holler at you as frequently as machines.
No, you can just kind of hammer on it, and it'll take it.
And you're running YS or OS in that?
I'm running a YS 60 in that.
Okay.
Yeah, but because it's heavier, it feels a bit different, and you're kind of more, it won't just sit there, it drops faster, that kind of thing. So it's a different feel.
It's a cool machine.
Yeah, definitely cool machine.
So if you had to pick one machine and only fly one machine, I know that's an impossible question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
I think I'd have to go with the Synergy N7 on that at this point. I've been running those for, I think, 2 or 3 years, and they've been good.
They just work.
They work pretty well. I know the bits that don't work the way I fly it, so I can keep on top of those. But haven't really had any major problems. It usually crashes pretty well.
Sure.
So,
now you're from Maryland area, is that right?
yeah, up near Baltimore.
What's your home field?
So there's a cricket field that Baltimore County owns, and we fly there when the cricket guys aren't there.
So how far is that from Bobby's field?
That is Bobby's field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, and we're talking about Bobby Watts, for those of you that don't know, that was down in Florida and just moved back. And have you seen him up there flying any lately?
A couple of times, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was at a big drone conference last week or something like
He's
that.
showing off his new, I think it's like the MFD 3000 with a hydrogen fuel cell on it.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
pretty cool.
Flies for 20 hours or something
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'm exaggerating, but a long time. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Who, if you had to pick, and I'm asking, I know these impossible questions, a favorite pilot, or maybe I'll say favorite pilots, but if you can pin it to one, great. And the more important question is why?
Let's see. I think Tim Jones probably is a big one. When I was getting started in nitro, I came to the Fall Heli Mowdown here a couple of years ago and saw him fly and was just
Unreal.
blown away
Yeah.
at what he made a nitro do and
Yeah.
just the way he flew it. And I've kind of been chasing that a bit.
I understand.
Current flying, I think I like watching Mitch Morose's fly because he does some really crazy transitions.
We just watched, where you were standing there, we just
Yeah.
watched the flight. He just flew, he just got a heli out, put it together, and it was just checking it out. And his first test flight was awesome. I mean, some really different, the way he came in and out of maneuvers and the transitions, like you said, was really cool.
Yeah, I like seeing, so he'll be going along and something will happen and it just takes you a second to figure out what just actually happened.
Yeah.
I like that.
That was really cool. So how long have you been coming to Spring Fling?
I think this is my 4th. And I think I did the Mowdown, I think 5 or 6 times now.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you would probably agree that Spring Fling, and Mowdown to some degree, but Spring Fling particularly, is maybe a little different than any other fun fly. All the fun flies are really cool. But talk to me about Spring Fling and how you feel about it, what you think, what's different, what you like.
I think Spring Fling is probably the biggest small event going, if that makes sense.
Yes.
I think they're probably touching on 100 pilots, thereabouts.
I think last year, I may be wrong, but I want to say they hit 125 or something like that.
That sounds right, yeah.
And they were at, I don't know what it is now, it's 4 o'clock maybe Wednesday.
I saw
at
pilot
lunchtime
number
it was-
44.
I was 46, 47 just a little
Yeah.
while ago. So, and again, this is Wednesday, so by Saturday, they'll easily have 100. I'd be very surprised if we didn't end up in 125 range or whatever. But you mentioned small, big event.
Yeah, so it's not something like IRCHA where it's just like people everywhere. You can still kind of go off to the side where it's quiet, do stuff on your own, or you can go out and watch the pros center stage.
Yep.
And it's nice having that mix here, and the facilities here are just fantastic.
Awesome.
And breakfast.
It's Caleb's favorite.
Yeah, Sal's Kitchen is not to be missed.
Yep. We've said this a zillion times before, and we're going to say it again. Y'all may get tired of it, but if you have not come to Spring Fling, that needs to be on your list. I mean,
If you're within about 4 hours, you should be here.
Yeah.
Past that, you should probably be here.
Yeah, and really, I mean, there are a lot of guys I know that fly to events. Like some people get tickets and they'll go to, to Arizona for an event or California to an event or whatever, and that's great and awesome. But if you haven't been to Spring Fling and you would want to go to a California to an event, you would want to come here for an event. I mean, it's just a different atmosphere. It's really great people. Like you said, the facilities, they just paved everything here that they redid, the bathrooms, the showers, for those of you that want to stay here. I mean, you can come and stay very inexpensively. The breakfast is awesome. The bugs are big, looks like. The breakfast, they do lunch every day. Let's back up, let's talk about breakfast, for example. They have, let's see, a couple of scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, English muffin with jelly, hash browns, and there's and it's like $5 or something, and it is crazy good. And then lunch, they serve lunch from maybe 11 to 3ish, and hamburgers or cheeseburgers with all the fixins, big old hot dogs, and it's not this, it's
like the quarter-pound hot dog.
Yes, good hot dog. So for a lot of reasons, food included, you need to come to Spring Fling. So appreciate your time, Daniel.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And we're looking forward to get back out there and having fun.
Absolutely.